All right, this is the second installment of my travel vlogs from my recent hunting trip to Spain, but this has no hunting, it's all behind the scenes and cultural stuff. Let's go. So after a successful chamois hunt in the mountains, we were feeling good, as you can see, and we headed to the roebuck hunting country, but on our way we stopped into Madrid for a little bit of fun. Okay, so we're in Madrid, and we are at the home of Pedro's father, who's also a famous hunter, and it's amazing. You gotta check it out. Unfortunately, Pedro's dad was not there, but he was gracious enough to let us come to his house and check it out, enjoy a great meal, get showered up before we headed on to our next activity, which you will see what that is shortly. Next, we enjoyed an awesome meal. Pedro told me it was paella, although there was some argument between the Spaniards whether or not this was actually paella. Your house is like a museum, man. Samuel insisted that this was not paella, this was actually meat rice. But in any event, whatever it was delicious.
In Spanish, bon appetit is aproveche.
And after a delicious meal, we got fancied up and headed into the city. All right, so we finished our chamois hunt and we're stopped off in Madrid, and the boys decided to take me to see, I guess, one of the oldest, probably, cultural things in Spain, right?
Yeah, so I think when you travel internationally, it's not just only about hunting, and bullfighting is one of our main things as a culture. And it's a different thing, and I want you to experience it and see what you think. So
yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
We haven't told him much yet, so he figures things
today,
on the go.
Today is the best day in the whole fair, so hopefully we have a really good event today.
Looking forward to it. Let's go.
Let's go inside. Una, dos, y él tenía dos.
Ah, vale.
Estamos los cuatro. ¿Esto qué es?
So even in Spain, bullfighting is a controversial activity, and I don't want to get into a full discourse about that, but I will say after experiencing the whole thing, it's a very interesting and I think important cultural and social event that is very Spanish at its heart. And, you know, whether you like it or not, cows are bred to die for consumption, and these bulls are consumed after the bullfights, and you know, they're gonna die one way or the other. It's either a bullet in the head behind a barn or in the arena, and I feel like this was a celebration of the bull and its strength and its bravery, and in a way it gave the bull an honorable death. Aside from that, it's a cultural, artistic expression. It's a performance. And one thing I noticed about this arena is there's absolutely nothing electronic other than the lighting. There's no plastic seats, there's no scoreboard, there's no timer. Everything is analog and just steeped in tradition. So think what you will about the event of bullfighting. It's not for everyone, just like hunting is not for everyone. I think it's a cultural practice worth saving, and one way or the other, you shouldn't judge it till you go and see it with your own eyes. So right after the bullfight, we jumped in the trucks and headed for the countryside to hunt roebucks for a few days. And you can see our roebuck hunt on Pedro and Puero's YouTube channel, and keep an eye out in a few weeks for my edit of those hunts as well. But me and Pedro were blessed to both get a nice buck, and as our final meal together, we enjoyed a couple backstraps as a team. What is this though? Oh, okay, yep.
This is good.
It's a traditional Spanish McCormick's.
It's American. I bought it in.
Like the joke. I make a joke.
He make a joke. How to take the white skin? You cut from the top instead from the bottom, and you slide it off.
Actually, I didn't know that.
and it comes very clean. And now you grab the other side, like this.
That's a cool trick. I didn't actually know that.
Even a stupid guy can teach you a thing or two.
I've picked
And
up
it
some,
just-
I've
you
picked
see?
up some stuff from you this week. Yeah,
How
that's
clean
good.
it comes. And it's easier than, I mean, this final thing didn't come out great, but it's easier than, and you lose less meat.
Yep. So is there a typical, like a traditional time when you guys might be more likely to eat roebuck, or like the
Yeah.
holidays or anything like that? Or
No, it's the season. So roebucks
Yeah.
we will eat it in the spring, and red deer during the fall, and partridges also during the winter.
So when does the season start, the roebuck season?
1st of April.
Is it like a cooking olive oil?
Yeah, it's a little bit less concentrated.
Like light?
Put it like this, and it helps to get the species stick.
The seasoning?
Yeah. Now we get this. And it's perfect because your back has been like a couple of days
Yep. He wasn't
relaxing.
eating some good food.
It had a quick death, not
Yeah.
like mine.
Is that good? More?
Yeah, a little bit more. Should be good. And this one for the fried eggs.
Gotta have lots of oil
Yeah.
for the egg, right?
Yeah.
You know they're good because they still got a little dirt on them, and they weren't in the refrigerator. They're just out, so probably about as fresh as they come.
Actually, you know that eggs, you can keep them out of the fridge
As long
unless
as you don't wash it.
no, and as long as there's no like big temperature changes.
Yeah. You know
I
why?
never put them
You
in
know why
the
it
fridge.
is?
I don't know.
When they lay the egg, it has it's called a cuticle. The mother puts it's like wrapped so that the oxygen can't get in and the bacteria grows. But
Okay.
when you wash the egg, you wash it off, and then bacteria can get in through there's like tiny pores in the egg, and that's how it goes bad.
Didn't know that.
I used to
Interesting.
raise chickens.
Yep.
So while the back straps were cooking, Pedro taught me how to make fried eggs the Spanish style with lots of oil and a special technique.
Moment of truth.
It took me a couple tries to get it right, but eventually I think I did.
No. With the black thing. A lot of oil.
Yeah?
No, so like the motion is more like.
There you go.
So you throw it all over, and now you pull it up. Well, you want to pull it up?
I'll try another one.
No. You have to get all the properly inside.
Okay, let's try that again. It's
Oh, you
funny
know, like
watching
you-
this footage because I understand what Pedro is saying, but in the moment, I normally have no idea what's going on.
Wait a little bit.
Dang. It's not as easy as it looks, folks.
Good. Not throw it, like lift it up so the oil drops and you don't put too much oil on them.
That's better. Oops. Ollie down.
No worries.
So this is the
Joder,
proper
este
way to
cuchillo es
cook
como-
wild game, a little bit rare, but I gotta say the Spanish do like their meat very rare, like almost raw. This is actually pretty well cooked compared to one steak I was served at a restaurant one night.
Is it good?
Incredibly tender. You guys like it pretty rare like that, huh?
You want it a little bit more cooked?
No.
We can cook it a little
No,
bit,
no.
eh? No,
Is
we
that how
can.
you normally eat it?
That's how we eat it, but... ¿Quieres más hecho tú o no? ¿O te
I
gusta
had
así?
a great time hanging out with these guys and learned a ton.
Bon appétit!
Be on the lookout in the next couple of weeks for these hunt films. I think they turned out really good. And it was great to share one last meal together as a group before we all split up and head our separate ways. So before the next part of my trip, I had about a day and a half to kill, so I spent it just doing some tourist stuff around Madrid. All right, so we're here in Madrid at Latam. It's the last and most famous custom gun shop here in Madrid. So Alvaro this is a third generation gun maker here. His uncle passed it down to him, and they just do everything completely custom. So you pick your Turkish walnut stock here, and these all sit in the shop for 2 or 3 years to get completely dried out. And then you can do custom engraving, obviously pick your chambering, just really anything you want they can do. And he's showed me some stuff. They can engrave your dog, your farm, your favorite animals, I mean, probably your kids, anything. So here, you're working on a double rifle now?
Yes, this is the double rifle 500 nitro, and now I finished the stock.
Wow. How old were you when you started learning this?
Oh, I never finished.
Yeah.
Every day.
When did you
I
start?
learned. When I was 14 years old.
14 years old?
Yes, in 1976.
Wow. And then show me this one. What is this one?
Oh, this is a 416 Rigby.
416
A
Rigby?
bullets and rifle. It's all handmade and...
May I grab it?
Yes, of course.
Show something. 416 Rigby. It's got a elephant engraved. Probably somebody going on an elephant hunt.
In the pistol grip.
I would imagine this is probably going to somebody who's about to go on safari in Africa.
Yes.
Do you machine all the bolts and everything in here?
No, it is no here because it's impossible. I need another machine. But I polish and finish it.
Mm-hmm. It's got a train.
And I
Rhino.
put the ball here. You see?
Okay.
This is the ball.
Man, the detail. I wish you guys could see the detail. There's like tiny zebras all around, all along here. Buffalo. Got a leopard.
Rhino in the other side.
Yeah, rhino. And it's got a little
Really
train.
big 5. Lion.
Okay.
Elephant. Rhino. Leopard.
Gorgeous, man. This one's got a double trigger, huh?
Double trigger, yes.
And what's this one chambered in?
Sorry?
This one is chambered in what caliber?
This is 375.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay.
This is for an American client or?
No, this is a Spanish client.
Okay.
Spanish client.
Is it Africa hunting gun?
Yes.
It's got a amazing Cape Buffalo engraved in the bottom of it. So we got a beautiful complete rifle here. This one's in 270. And the guy's got a whitetail. And you got your 3 classic European species, chamois, ibex, and roe deer. And I bet you can guess where this rifle is headed. And pretty cool to see this work of art topped off with a Leupold VX6 HD. Pretty cool. After that, I headed over to the workshop of Guillermo Garzamonte, a journeyman bladesmith that lives there in Madrid. So you make everything right in here, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
I love knives, and every time I go to a new country, I try to pick up a local knife from that culture. And tell me what this was again?
This is my title of Journeyman Smith from the American Bladesmith Society, and I have been the first one here in Spain who get that title. It's all about you have to make a performance test and then be judged by 5 persons in Atlanta, and it has been a hard work to get that.
That's awesome.
I even have this other line of knife. Those ones are not forged. Okay, I began making those knives because I work here in Spain with police and with the army, and they always ask me to make some kind of knife, not that expensive as those one. They want a cheaper knife, but a knife that they can use for anything.
Right.
The first one that I made was this model. This one is called the Worker because you can use it to work in whatever you want. You see, the line of this knife is similar to this.
Yes.
You know, but the difference is that this one is not forged. It doesn't have the guard here. So. But you can use it for finish, for skinning a knife. You can use it in a fight as last chance, you know.
Yeah.
You can use it for whatever you need.
And this is the smaller version?
This one is specifically for hunters. This one is a skinner.
Okay.
You can use it for whatever you want, but I've been thinking about this model for 2 or 3 years. At the other side, please. Okay. I've been thinking about this knife for 2 or 3 years, and the steel, it's a premium steel, it's LMAX, premium steel, inox, with cryogenic heat treated, and the line of the knife, the side of the blade, everything is. It has been thinking for a long time, so you can work with it to finish an animal properly. You know, it's a really big cutter for animal. It's not very heavy. It's light. It's a good knife to take to hunt.
Yeah.
And this one is the semi-custom knife of this model.
Okay.
It's called an As in the hole 2. But with inox steel. This one, the knife that I forge it's forged with carbon steel. Those ones are inox steel.
Okay.
And it's cheaper than those ones.
Yeah.
You know, this one is thinking to wear it instead to wear a folding knife. You can wear a knife, but a small one.
Yeah. Okay. Cool, man. Look at some of these guys.
This one is a cleaver that I made myself. When I go to hunt, and I must do the work fast, so I need to cut the legs or whatever.
Yeah.
I've got this one that is perfect for the bones and everything.
That's beautiful.
With an Skagel style handle. Skagel, you probably know him. It's a very famous knife maker from the States.
Okay.
William Skagel.
That's beautiful, man.
That's a cleaver, and we use this one. When I go to the field. And I need to cook something.
Yeah.
To cut vegetables or the meat or whatever.
Yeah, Pedro had one like this.
Yeah, Pedro had one.
Did you make that one?
No, it has been made by a good friend of mine, Paco Margarit.
That's beautiful, man. Are these forged, I guess? Yeah.
Yeah, we call this finish Brut de Forge.
Okay.
Brut de Forge, and it's how it came out from the forge. We try to finish it as better as possible. It must be completely flat and everything, and then we only touch this part of here.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, beautiful. Look at this guy. Oh, that's your big finisher.
Yeah.
And you can see you actually use it.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
So normally for your customers, you make custom knives, right?
Yeah,
and then you make a few to sell here and there too.
Those are the ones who pay the bills.
Yeah.
And what I want, what
the
I like
art.
to do.
So Guillermo was showing me his father's rifle that he handed down to him. Made in the 60s.
Yeah.
Do you know what year?
Late 60s.
Late 60s.
Yeah.
In Austria. Is it like a custom made?
Yeah, it's got some name.
You can see this beautiful chamois engraving in the stock. And then some roe deer over here. Beautiful gun. Is this like a famous gun maker or something? Or?
It's made. It's from Mannlicher. Mannlicher Luxus 300.
300 Win Mag.
Yeah.
300 Win Mag. The Lord's caliber.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got a red stag roaring down here. This is beautiful, man.
You know, something that I can see nowadays when people talk about the rifles and you see the plastic rifles and the carbon fiber rifle, that's good for mountain, but I prefer the wood, I prefer the classic line. I prefer, when I see this rifle, I feel that it's my rifle. You know, it's something that it's gonna be, it has belonged to my father and it belongs to me, and I'm sure that it will belong to my son. And it's something that it's a classic rifle.
I love that.
We can keep in the family, we can use it.
Yeah. Yeah, the country of Spain in general, I feel like you guys are very proud of and connected to classic, traditional, cultural stuff. And so I love that, man. Like from the bullfighting to what you just said about this rifle. Because I have a few rifles too. My uncle I keep talking about, he gave me a old 30-30, like you said you had.
Yeah, the Winchester.
Yeah, and from like the 50s.
Yeah.
And I shot a deer with that, and so that's awesome, man. Beautiful, beautiful rifle. Thanks for showing me. This is almost like, you know, the new guns that have like the spiral fluting.
Yeah,
it kind of reminds me of that.
Yes, Mannlicher used to do it in the barrels. They call it the cold forge. That is hammering in cold
forge,
to give it a good heat treat. You know?
Is it the original barrel from?
Absolutely. And
Beautiful.
It works perfectly and got thousands of shots.
Beautiful. Do you have your old 30-30?
Yeah.
You show me that one. So after that, I basically had a couple days to check out Madrid. I went to San Miguel's market to get some tapas. I went to the botanical garden, just a few other touristy type things to check out the city. I did do a whole bunch more vlogging about that tourist stuff. If you're interested in that, go ahead and drop in the comments right now because I don't have a ton of time to be putting these things together, so I kept it pretty focused on stuff that I thought my audience would like guns and knives and cooking. But if you are interested in more of this tourist stuff, I'd be happy to put together a third episode of travel vlogs, but let me know if you're interested in that. Other than that, you can check out the first part of this vlog on my channel where we're up in the Cantabrian Mountains and we do some more cooking and talking about food. But in the meantime, thanks again for watching. Again, if you want to watch some of these hunts, go to Pedro's YouTube channel and keep an eye and please subscribe to this channel. I'm going to be dropping the Cantabrian chamois hunt as well as the roebuck hunt where me and Pedro both kill a couple of nice bucks in the coming weeks. So check it out. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. And please, if you like the content, hit the subscribe button. It helps me out a ton and it costs you nothing. All right, we'll see you guys on the next one.